did my hair off camera. I'm sorry in advance, but I haven't done my own hair in quite some time, so I was a little rusty, so I was winging it. I think it's decent. I mean, I'll let y'all be the judge of it, but we're gonna get right into this. I am doing a makeup look. I'm just gonna, talk to you guys a little bit on life in general. Nothing major. I usually do my makeup off camera, but I got my setup a little different today, which I hate this shadow. And if my phone is wobbling, I have a very, very different setup today or whatever. So bear with me on this one, okay, you guys? And I'm doing everything. I'm doing everything on camera, dealing with my face. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just trying to look. I got me a glass of wine. We're really gonna be feeling ourselves today. I am doing my makeup a little different from what I typically do. I'm actually going to be using a lighter concealer. I usually use a concealer that's very close to my face shade, but I'm going to try a medium beige, the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I think it's the one I'm gonna try. Hold on, let me not lie to y'all, man. The medium beige one. I have my music playing in my ear, which I may have to stop because it's a lot to listen to and talk to y'all at the same time. Like, listen to it in my ear. I am going to be using NYX Tame and Frame. Everything is going to be in the description box, or I may add little pieces and on the screen and tell you guys what it is. I'll be doing it with a Morphe R44 brush. I think these are discontinued. I'm not sure. Do not quote me, but I think they may be. Eyebrows are probably my longest thing, so I won't say much. I like the brows versus the brushes. I'm listening to Lemon Pepper Freestyle, y'all. Ooh, it's Drake part. So y'all can be vibing with me. And I'm doing my eyebrows big because they're not done. I am still traumatized from the lady messing up my eyebrows, because I'm like, your eyebrows shape your whole face. So do y'all remember the rapper Two Pistols? What happened to dude? Where he at? Today's video, I want to talk about staying motivated when you don't know what to be motivated about, or how do you pick yourself up, where you begin, where you end, any of it. But you have to first remember the reason why you picked up something, why you picked up your makeup brush, why you got dressed this morning when you got up. Those are your very first steps. Do you do those things in vain? Do you do them for nothing? Or you just let that go by the wayside? I know it gets hard. Trust me. I'm sleepy right now. I can go to sleep right now. I would love a nap. But I know if I take a nap, I'm going to go to sleep. And then that means I go to sleep. I don't have a video produced. I push it off to tomorrow, and then I push it off to tomorrow. What if something comes up tomorrow and I can't do it tomorrow? And then on top of that, I have to edit this thing. So then you have that, right? So you have to remember why you started it, why you're doing it. So that urge of, I don't feel like doing it, I'll get to it later, which I've touched on in the past. You just have to go ahead and get up. You got to get out your mind and just get up. Get out your mind and just get up. I do it all the time. Sometimes I just sprout up like, all right, let's go. On those days you feel discouraged, it's too hard, it's too much. You can take a breather, you can take a moment, but you do not stop there. There's so many of our issues. We stop at where it gets uncomfortable. If you want to see growth, you have to get uncomfortable. You have to make sacrifices. You have to do things that you probably typically would not do. Yeah. I know, right? That's crazy, right? Yeah. You gotta do some things that you may not feel like doing. And I mean, don't get me wrong now. You know, we are talking about motivation, but if you don't feel like it, let the dream die. Let it die. Give it to somebody else that's gonna work hard for it, that's gonna put more effort into it than you are. Go ahead. Might as well, because you won't get your tail up. What you were on there sitting there for? What you sitting there for? You said you wanted to be something. You said you wanted to do something with yourself. You can't do nothing with yourself sitting there, twiddling your thumbs, thinking it just don't come knocking on the door. You gotta go get it. Yeah, I know I talked about my notebook. I forgot my notebook the other day. And I had some great ideas bursting through my brain. Those good old ideas had to die because when I got home, I couldn't remember what I hadn't thought about. That's why it's so important to remember to bring my notebook. Because I never know when that creativity is going to strike me. Even last night, I was up. I was depressed yesterday. Super depressed. Oh, yes, I suffer with depression. So I spent the day in bed. Just in bed, you know. Not doing anything. Just, I may have looked at my phone a handful of times and pretty much left it at that. Got up to use the bathroom. My mom usually, if I'm in the bed, like being sluggish or whatever she usually bring me something to eat. So I ate that morning and had my little breakfast.
That was it.
So I had my breakfast. I laid right back down. I missed money and everything because my phone was on Do Not Disturb. Did not want to be bothered with anyone. Life does get overwhelming. And I needed a break. And I work very hard, so I can take that break. Working around the clock, you still gotta enjoy life. You still gotta enjoy the fruits of the labor that you're doing. I don't want you to work yourself to the bone now.
We don't want to do that. That's no fun.
I'm gonna stop talking to y'all and I'm gonna finish my other eyebrow. Alright guys, I am back. This is as good as these eyebrows is gonna get. If they're trash, you can tell me, girl, get your eyebrows waxed. Baby, get your eyebrows waxed. So y'all can tell me, no hard feelings, none will be taking y'all. You can tell me I need to get my stuff done. Be like, I understand. I got you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. My look. I am, of course, trying something different. Like a bit on the edge or something. I'm going to try a different look today. I'm doing some color. This is a painterly pot that I'm using on that. And if y'all wonder what I've been buffing my eyebrows out with, it is a shanty brush. These were a gift, so yeah. But it's EB005 angled blender eyeshadow. But I used it to diffuse my lines on my concealer. And I'm gonna actually use the same brush to put on my painterly. Which if anybody has ever used this, you know a little goes a long way. Which I definitely need to invest in one of those mirrors. That you know they just kind of be right there. Bitch, my best friend got me one. It broke. And I was like, my best friend probably like, this stuff will break anything. Because I definitely loved it. I used it for the Bluetooth for the longest. When I was doing my makeup, I was still using my little broke mirror because my best friend had got me that mirror. So what I'm going to be going in my crease is from the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. And I'll be using the shade Cayenne for my crease. And I'm using a fluffy brush from Morphe. This brush came in a set, if I'm not mistaken, because it does not have numbers on it. So I'm pretty sure it came in one of my Morphe sets. It is really therapeutic doing your makeup. I feel like some people go overboard when they're doing their cut creases, like building up all those colors. And I just don't be for all of it. So I try to keep my cut crease as simple as possible. Blend, baby, blend. Who gonna believe in you like you believe in you? Ask yourself that. You may have a support system, which is great, because all of us don't have that. But nobody is going to believe in that dream more than you. It can be a great idea. And the only thing that you're gonna do, if you tell somebody and you lazy about it, they just gonna take your idea and run with it and create it as their own. Especially if it's a good idea. I am going in on my outer V with another Morphe. It's a more dense brush. And I'm using Ashes. Which these are probably my two favorite colors in this palette, to be honest. I feel like I use them all the time. Nobody's gonna have a bigger vision for your business than you. Unless you're small-minded. And if you are, you just need to go, expand a little bit. Weigh your options. And don't be out here trying to copy and paste either. Business is not copy and paste. Everything, some of the same practices work. Yes, that is true. But individuality makes you stand out. Individuality is going to be what sells to people when you're authentic, when you're raw, when they be like, oh, yeah, I want to shop with them. And you don't always have to place your personality into your business. Okay. When I learned about becoming an entrepreneur and things of that nature, it wasn't a whole lot of the whole graphics with like your face on it and stuff like that. I see a lot of hairstylists have that, so I guess that works or whatever. I just feel like a logo is something that's timeless, and if your logo is you, that's it. This isn't about the business. This is about you. You've made this about you. But you can brand your name and wear yourself. Hey, this on you. But I think of places for I think about longevity. I think about things like Gucci and Walmart and Marc Jacobs even. Something timeless. It's simple. It's simple. You can put it on anything. You can put it anywhere. It doesn't take a whole lot of effort to make it, print it, or any of that. I love timeless things. Which even with my own personal logo, I'm ready to revamp it and change some things. I'm actually just gonna be focusing on Cashmere and worried about her and doing, I do hair and stuff and just doing my business. But Cashmere by herself is a business, and to brand her, I would not put just my face as a logo or as what you see for the business, which granted, of course you're gonna see Cashmere, of course, that's a given. But as far as logistics of it and making a logo, no, it won't be photo based, I guess I would say. Maybe not. But hopefully that's not going over y'all head. I hope y'all getting it. Simplicity is the way to go when we're talking about business. You don't want to make anything complex. And then, you know, you have, say you get a brick and mortar, you actually have a business now, standalone. Moving on. So, yeah, it's your business, it's your baby. I just want you to be dedicated to it. I want you to know that it takes a lot of effort, a lot of work to put into your business. I don't want you to be lazy about it. I want you to get up and handle your business, because what you will be another year older, another year wiser, and your business is still in the same place that you started it 2 years ago. And what's the point if there's no growth? You haven't seen anything go up. Which with business, things go up and down. As an entrepreneur, it definitely fluctuates. That's a given. But the message to that, me saying that, is that you don't want to be who you were yesterday in your business. You want to constantly make changes. You want to constantly prepare yourself for better things when dealing with business. We wanted to be regular people. We could have just stayed working on 9 to 5, which entrepreneurs are regular people too. I mean, I feel like that because I'm very regular. I mean, I'm a little extra, but I'm regular for the most part. I don't think I'm better than nobody or nothing like that. I know I like to live a certain way, and to live that certain way, I have to get off my tail even when I don't want to. I have to get on up and get it cracking. Which poppin', baby? Which poppin'? I gotta get it done because, if I don't, who gonna do it? Who finna run my business? I don't have tons of disposable income. Do you? Because if you do, message me, let me know how I can get some too. Let me know. I'm willing to learn. Don't make your britches too big. Nobody's perfect. There's no perfect person. So, therefore, there's always room for improvement. Perfection is a lie. Perfection is a lie. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. Perfection does not exist. Something can be perfect to you. Perfect does not exist. I am taking an angled flat brush, which is pretty dense actually. It's from BH Cosmetics. It's just a brush that I have on hand because I'm not getting up to go to the bathroom to get the brushes that I cleaned already. I am going to take my Cara Beauty. These are metallic colors. And I'm going to use this very first shade to go with the front. Which I probably should have put a white base. Well, a white color. White base, same thing. Underneath here to exist with it. And we're going to throw some pink behind it. I've never done this before. Okay, I'm gonna use Blossom in this BH Cosmetics palette. Trendy in Tokyo. I'm gonna use this first light pink one. This is impromptu. My friend asked me to do this look. Hopefully this, this is actually a brush that I was trying to start selling. It's a flush shading brush. It's an 806. And we're just gonna see how this turned out. And do not make excuses when you're trying to start a business, when you're running a business, when you don't feel like doing your business. Don't make excuses. Own up to your foolishness. You didn't feel like it, you didn't do it. And that's just that. Don't blame anybody else talking about how you didn't have help for this, that, and the third. Ain't nobody signed up for it but you. Most of your friends and family don't support you until they see you have a bigger following, or they notice a difference in spending habits and things of that nature. The way you carry yourself, you go get your nails and your hair done a little more often than you once did. Those type of things. Then people want to shop. But I need you to shop with me as a little business. When my baby's just getting here, I need you to nurture it with me. But I can promise you that it's very few that usually will nurture it. It's going to be a bunch of strange people that you don't know, you've never met, that's going to support your business. Don't be sitting up there thinking that your mom or brother and sister going to pat you on the back. I've been doing hair for years. My sister used to go get her hair done by some other girl. And when money was funny, I guess, I'm just going to assume, I'm assuming. But when she came to me, I was doing her hair for free. I'm your sister. And no, I couldn't do everything that the girl did, but a good bit of it I could. So I learned early on that they support you long as it's beneficial. Shout out to Nikki for that one.
I'm putting more tea leaves based on here than I did the other eye. One eye gonna be bolder than the other.
Because this cookies could have been a lot better too if I would have had a better brush. Well, we work with the stripes we giving around here. But yeah, all that thinking, you know, hey, my mama not helping me today, so I can't do it. Your mama not obligated to help you. You still gotta go ahead and get what you need done, regardless if she's there or not. Or, you know, if you have a significant other, I'm pretty sure they would help you, because that's your other half, that's your whole. That your significant other makes you whole. So yeah, I hope they do help. But outside of that, I don't want your expectations to be that high. I need you to set your expectations very low. So when they do come through, it's like, okay, cool. I got extra help. Not needed help. Because even doing this, like, you know, my setup and things like that, I have a friend over there. She helps me with all kind of little things. The same young lady who asked me to do this, I showed it today. You know, she does a lot of different things for me, or whatever, to help me make my life easy, but I did not always have her. It's like when I went back to telling you guys about when I had my salon and I lost all that money, I had my friends. I'm talking about my favorite cousin. So I thought anyway. But my favorite cousin and one of my good friends, one of my still good friends to this day, had them painting my salon for me. Baby, had my salon looking a fool. Spidey's all get out. Paint globs everywhere. Girl. And even when things go bad, you can't throw in the towel. It's your baby. You done paid for this. You done paid for your LLC. You done got your EIN number. You got your Dun and Brad's number. That's your baby. You don't throw your baby away. You can't throw your baby in the trash because it started fussing. You don't throw your baby away. Oh, I always wait to the end, but not today. Not today. Y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. And you know, you go ahead and hit the little bell for notifications when I post. I am going to try to start posting on Mondays and Thursdays. But that could definitely turn into Tuesdays and Fridays. But I am going to aim for Mondays and Thursdays weekly to give you guys videos. And I'll add to it when I can, of course. So even with the hardships, you know, you still have to go ahead and get it done. It's your baby. Would you want somebody to throw your baby away that you just birthed and gave life to? Would you want somebody to throw that baby away? You would be devastated if somebody threw that baby away. You sit up there and fed this baby, spent all this money on this baby, and to give it up. That baby might be a doctor. That baby might bring you 6 figures this year. You don't know if you don't get up and do it. Now do you? And that is all my TED Talk for my motivation portion. Now we're just gonna watch me finish my makeup. Did some Morphe brush, don't know the number. Came in James Charles makeup brushes. I'm not 100% sure. I'm actually taking Infugo to dust on the outside of that lid right there. Am I about it or this is not it? Girl, stop. Just give it a rest. Drop the brush. I really dropped the brush. And we're just gonna kind of take that to the top because we want to diffuse that line. We always want to diffuse lines. Which I'm still working on doing like multiple colors and stuff. I'm not gonna say simple, but I don't do as complex. I like to do things like weddings and stuff, so I don't really do a whole bunch of all that extra color stuff. And I was like, you know, hey, why not? It's not like I'm going anywhere if it fails. If I do terrible, I'm still gonna be in the house. I'm gonna take that first Morphe brush and we're just going to puff out that top line. We're not even gonna put no product or nothing on the brush. We're just gonna buff out that line right there. I'm actually gonna go back in. I put the silver on my eyes with a MAC 239 brush. I'm trying anyway, y'all. I'm going to take ashes. I'm taking a little domed flat brush from Morphe. This is my Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH42 brush. Not even really sure what it's for, but I use it for my bottom line. This is like officially become my bottom line brush. I hope I can multi-purpose this video for a reel for Instagram because doing 2 makeup looks, and I've seen Beats by Deb do a reel. She had a reel. Somebody had a reel, a TikTok and her YouTube video with the same makeup look. I'm gonna use the NYX primer. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get my nails done tomorrow. I never get my nails done, but I do miss getting my nails done. I just miss self-care, period, I think. Which I get a little bit of self-care because I do get my hair done. I try to keep my hair done. Have an image to uphold here. I do try to keep my hair done, but life happens. That does not always go as planned. I definitely want to get my nails done. I feel like it's gonna slow me down doing hair. And I'm like, oh, well, I haven't really been overworking myself or overbooking either. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get them done. Usually when things are on my mind, I'll go ahead and do it. This is the NYX Pore Filler Primer. I am again using my Born to Glow foundation. I'm going to be using a flat brush, not a flat brush, just
What is this? A flat foundation brush, right?
because a flat brush is like flat. It's a foundation brush though, y'all. I got this at a hair show like 2 years ago. Because I'm not even listening to music anymore. I just had to hit a lemon pepper for resale on y'all. My lighting is off on my phone, so if I look a little pale, it's just because of the way the lighting is. Because I've had to shoot a video like this before. I'm working on my studio, you guys. I'm working on it. One thing at a time. It goes back to, if don't nobody work on your baby, who gonna do it? Because your dream, you want to see some results, you gotta go out and get it. And you can't be scared about it either. Because guess what? You get a lot of rejection, but you're gonna get a yes eventually. Everybody ain't gonna say no. And I'm also not one of those makeup people that do an extreme amount of makeup. I don't have bad skin. I got them thick old bags up under my eyes that I be trying to go ahead and get rid of. That be about it. I'm availing my hair shortly. I'm going to take the remainder of this concealer I had earlier and place it right up under them bags. And I'm just taking that concealer to go right up under there. I'm going to actually put some more concealer underneath my eye. But I'm trying to get rid of them bags. I'm up in here making all that noise. We were doing good.
I watched 2 shows.
Ooh, look it.
Look by me. Thank you.
What you think?
It's cute.
Somebody come get me, please. So I'm actually going to take my NARS concealer. Y'all, I never do my concealer this light. Okay?
When I say this is new for me.
I'm just buffing out the edges of my concealer with my same foundation brush. This is a Morphe Jackson Hill JH07 brush. I'm going to use this to set under my eyes and on my face, wherever I highlight it. Looking ghostly, Jesus.
You had to take the makeup off. Natural is done.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to take some pictures for y'all because it's definitely giving two-tone neck, and I don't look like that for real. Two-tone neck. And I have an Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette clues as to where it is at the moment, so I'm going to be using the Morphe bronzer palette. I am using a Bobbi Brown face blender brush to contour with. So you gotta warm up the face.
Why don't do spray spray?
I still gotta put on blush and highlighter and set my makeup because we're not gonna have acid at all.
Makeup.
She got to be talking to somebody else.
These are people that need.
You need it. Make sure you tune in and watch this video when I post it. Baby's coming together. So now I am going to take my Laura Mercier translucent honey to set under wherever I put my highlighter. And I am not a baker. Be Real Beauty. Shout out to her. I'm not a baker. I did not used to set my foundation at all. I wouldn't set it because I hated that flashback look that people had over here looking ghostly, and I ain't want none of that. I did not want any of that. Over here got me looking extra cakey. Negative. Not I. But what I learned was you don't have to bake. You can just put it on. Go ahead and just set your powder like a normal person. Yes, baking is normal for most people though. I'm just not into it. It's a preference, not into it. To set my face with some Morphe continuous setting mist. I literally would have so many of these to the point where I would not run out. But I broke a nozzle on one of them, so I have been slacking. I am using a blush from a very elderly BH Cosmetics palette. It's just a blush neutral eyeshadow and blush palette. Crazy. I miss the smell of that. Yeah, I definitely do. And while we're letting that dry, I'm not doing anything fancy with my lips. I'm going to take cork and lightly line the inside because, as you can see, I have a natural line on my lips. Something else I didn't do. Line my lips. For what? Hyaluronic acid. Maybelline New York Gloss. This is Reef 006. And now we're just gonna put a little bit of highlighter on. I didn't contour my nose this time just because I had like very railroad track last time, and I already brought my nose forward with my concealer. And I'm just going to finish it off with some Revolution highlighter, the mermaid one. Shout out to my bestie for this. I love this highlighter. It's the only highlighter I've been using lately. I'm just gonna go down the bridges. Make a little point at the button. My face is still a little wet. I want you to brush this wet, because I did just wash my brushes this morning. I have a light brown mole right there, so we just filled her in with chestnut lip pencil. Drum roll, please. This is a closure 5x5. This is actually one of my units that was a natural curly, I think it was. I think it's natural curly that it is. And I have shampooed it. I blow dried it. Flat ironed it. Then proceeded to curl it, cut it and curl it. And I did not let my curls stay long enough. So this is the end result of that, you guys. But until next time, y'all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Don't forget that either. And I'll see you guys next time.